here's what I'm gonna have you do. Just choose your longest paragraph, just with your duck goose partner. Go for it.
All signs right now are pointing to some kind of cancer. We're not going to know for sure until we run some more tests.
Are you sure about that?
I'm afraid so. Your fainting in class and your other symptoms you've been experiencing show some sort of neurological mishap, which was confirmed by the blood work, which shows a heightened immune response.
Okay.
Sounds serious.
Blake, I don't want to get your hopes up. Right now, what we're looking at is cancer.
All right. All right, Mom, are you ready to take me tomorrow to treatment?
Sure, not a problem. I was planning on it.
Yeah, it's round 1. At least they're trying to explain to me what's going on. I don't know.
How are you feeling about all this?
I'm good. I mean, I don't know. We're going through a bunch of crap right now, but it's whatever. I don't think it's going to be that bad.
You have to be realistic and you have to listen to the doctors because they will tell you things that you don't know already and they'll tell you exactly what to expect. But you have to be more realistic and realize that you're probably going to have to suffer through some stages.
Well, yes and no. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I don't feel that bad. I mean, yeah, there was the incident in class the other day, but I think it's going to turn out well. Jeremy called me like an hour ago, so I'm going to go hang out with him tomorrow, 12. I will see you there.
Adios.
So hey, Survive the Fall's coming to town again.
Yeah.
Just downtown.
Is that the one that Dogs Like Men are coming?
Yeah, they're opening.
All right.
And me and a couple guys are thinking of going. Are you up for going?
Yeah. When is it? Sorry.
Oh, it's just next week. But
Next week. All right. Yeah, I should be good.
You're up to going. You're feeling all right? You're able to go?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, how was your appointment?
It's fine. I mean, yeah, the whole school thing happened, but I mean, he said that I should be good for a while, you know.
So he didn't say abstain from any activity or anything? You must not be feeling well.
Well, I feel fine. I feel all right.
So when does treatment start?
Well, if it does start, I don't know if I really want to do it.
Well, why wouldn't you want to do it?
Because it's not that big of a deal. I'm good.
Well, you do have cancer. It's a deal.
Yeah. Look, I gotta go.
It's time for me to. I'll catch up with you later, though. I'm bringing Claire over at some point. We'll hang out.
Okay, see ya.
The tumor appears to be growing at a fast rate. It's affecting your visual lobe and as well as part of your cerebellum. In the coming days, we're going to have to decide whether you're going to start to get chemotherapy, but we're going to have to act fast. If we wait too long, it'll be too late.
Okay, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this. It's not. Okay. It's not. Okay.
Blake, you need to just calm down.
I can't calm down. I have cancer.
Blake, where are you going?
Can I go get him?
Yeah, that's fine.
Blake! Come on, man, come back.
God! 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 Why? What?
You okay? Blake, this is real life. I'm sorry that this is real life. We'll face it together.
Okay. Okay. I'm ready.
Cancer is very dangerous, but I'm sure I don't need to lecture you on that. But brain cancers, specifically, are one of the most fatal varieties of cancer. Blake has contracted a rare form of brain cancer that is attacking his temporal lobe, causing his miscomprehensions and fainting. His doctors will attack the tumor with all available modern remedies. At first he'll go through chemo and then radiation therapies. The doctors may also try to remove the tumor, as is the case with most brain tumors. Blake may nearly die, but in our story, he makes it out alive. Many are not so lucky. Brain cancer can be caused by alterations in the genes, chromosome rearrangements, or chemical exposure. Symptoms may include headaches, vomiting, nausea, personality changes, irritability, drowsiness, depression, and poor respiratory function. In 1975, brain cancer had a survival rate of 22.8%, while in 2005, that rate jumped up to 34.3%. Common treatments include surgery, radiation therapy, chemo, and medications such as corticosteroids. Side effects of chemotherapy include nausea and vomiting, fatigue, mouth sores, and pain with infections. Radiation therapy side effects are poor appetite, sleepiness, fatigue, problems thinking clearly, confusion, and headaches. Brain cancer can be diagnosed with a CT scan, CT-guided biopsies, tissue examinations, and MRI scans. Some stats on brain cancer are that more than 196,000 people in the United States are diagnosed with a tumor each year. Survival rate for those with malignant tumors is 32%. Here I'm about to show you the effects of cancer on the individual. First is Jeff Masely, dad of Jeremy Masely. Mr. Masely battled throat cancer and had a hard struggle. Second is Gretchen Norman, mom of Blake Norman. She will recount the tale of her dad's cancer.
Hi, my name is Jeff Masely. I'm 45 years old, and 3.5 years ago I was diagnosed with 4th stage throat cancer. About 6 months before my official diagnosis, I started getting lumps on this side of my throat. And I finally went in after I actually started feeling bad. I was diagnosed in Mayo Clinic, and it's also where I received my treatment. When I first found out I had cancer, I wasn't really angry. I've always been a fighter in life, so I decided to just see what my options were, fight this thing the best I could, and hope for the best possible outcome. I didn't really go through too many of the stages of loss. Like I said, at first I was shocked. Then I went through a period of anger. Why is this happening to me? And then I decided that it is happening to me, and that the only way to get through is to fight it and to move on. And that's what I did. In December of 2010, I started my treatment at Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. I first had a neck dissection through here, where they removed 41 of my lymph nodes and removed all the cancer that they could find. After that, they gave me about a month to heal, and they started my radiation and chemo treatments. I had 8 weeks of radiation, and during those 8 weeks, I had 4 chemo treatments. As the treatments progressed, I became more and more difficult, more and more painful, much harder to cope with everyday tasks. I was losing a lot of weight. I was getting such bad ulcers in my throat, I was unable to eat or drink. The chemotherapy made me really sick. I spent many nights on the bathroom floor all night. But I made it through. After my 8 weeks of radiation, they found out that I had an infection in my lower jaw and that I had severe ulcers in my throat. So I had to do, my 2 options were to either remove my lower jaw or do 8 weeks of hyperbaric oxygen treatment, which I also did at Mayo Clinic. Today I've been cured for about 2.5 years. There is some lasting effects from the cancer. All my teeth enamel from the radiation was wiped out, so I have a lot of teeth problems. I have severe tinnitus in my ears, constant ringing. I have tingling in my fingers. Most of the effects were from the chemotherapy, and a few of them from the radiation. Going through the whole thing definitely gives you a different outlook on life. Change the way that you look at things. Your perspectives on things change. A lot's changed since I've had cancer though, so it's a lot different for me. As far as my health now, I've been going to Mayo Clinic for the last couple of years and getting 6-month checkups. Everything looks good. At my lowest point, I got down to 151 pounds, and now I'm back up to a couple hundred pounds, my target weight. I'm able to eat fine. Other than little annoyances like fingers tingling and ears ringing, pretty much everything is back to normal. I have gained most of my muscle structure back. I don't really feel on a day-to-day basis that I had cancer. I feel pretty much back to normal, how I used to feel. Some of the things like the tinnitus and the tingling in the fingers and stuff, you just kind of get used to after a while. And it seems to become less of an annoyance as time goes by. So.
My dad was 69 years old, I believe, when he was struggling with a cold. We thought it was a bad cold. Doctors put him in the hospital for pneumonia, and he, being the stubborn German that he was, he got out of that quickly, and then still struggled to breathe appropriately. He ended up going in to have testing on his lungs for what they thought was pneumonia, and it turned out that he had lung cancer. My dad had never smoked in his life, and we were all shocked. He was, I believe, at a level stage 3 at that point, and the doctors told him that he had to do treatment right away. They determined that his cancer probably was a result of his trucking for, I want to say, 30 years. And because of the diesel fumes, because of secondhand smoke in truck stops, which was very prevalent then because truckers smoked all the time and restaurants allowed it. And also he worked on trucking some items in and out of construction zones where asbestos would have been present. So they determined that the combination of those things are probably what caused his cancer. He died 2.5 years later at the age of 71, and it devastated our family. The whole process devastated us. My dad was in denial for most of the time, most of the 2 years. Didn't want to get into hospice because hospice meant the end, but he finally did 2 weeks before he died, and it was an awful thing to observe, and I hated every second of it. Since then, we have all grown closer, I think, and we all value life more because of that.